what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love.
Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Armoury. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to the match reaction to Chelsea versus Arsenal 2-2. I'll be honest, we were lucky. Very, very lucky. Our performance was awful. I've got nothing positive to say apart from Declan Rice. The only positive I can say again is Declan Rice. Brenny, how are you, my friend?
Oh, after that, well, it was just. How am I feeling? I'm. You know what? I'm not going to jump for joy and say, "Oh yeah, we got a point." I was glad we got the point because you never want to lose a game when you're 2-0 down.
Yeah.
We wasn't lucky not to nick it towards the end, but I'd have been a lot happier with a poor performance and 3 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is.
It's just an absolute mess, wasn't it? I got nothing. Obviously, I've just done the watch long, and I feel sick. It was horrible to watch. I didn't enjoy it. I know that over the years, me and you have seen many bad performances, many bad. I would have to say that's probably one of the worst ones I've seen. For a team that's had a lot of money spent on it, because when we were Arsenal fans and when we had the bad performances, we weren't big spenders. We were never big spenders. Now we are. I can't be seeing that performance from Arsenal. I just can't. There's no excuse. There's certain players that today I'm not even sure if they turned up. I'm gonna start drawing up posters and then putting them on lampposts to see where they were, because I have no idea where they were. But yeah, absolute painful game to watch. Let's get into the comments. Big up to Tony, who was with me throughout the whole watch along. Thank you very much, Tony Fulbrook. We were rubbish and lucky, guys. I think this will get Arteta off the hook concerning Raya. Yes, of course it will, but it won't get him off the hook with me because I won't forget this situation. Admittedly, the Ramsdale Raya situation was different today due to the fact that big up to Aaron and his lovely wife who've had the baby boy. So obviously today's a different situation. When the Ramsdale's back, I expect to see him in goal after that. Luke saying Raya again effing up against a big team. I don't think this guy is Arsenal level. Sure, Ramsdale makes mistakes, but not every week like Raya. I was talking to Chris, who watches a lot of lower league football like I do, and we both recognise Ray as a very good goalkeeper. I don't know what's not working. I don't know what it is. Raya is a good goalkeeper. He is making so many mistakes. I've never seen this from him before. But yeah, our captain Rice was our hero. 100% he was for me. I'm not happy with the result and overall performance. Worst performance of the season, but still unbeaten. We'll take it reluctantly. Oh, I'll always take a point, mate. I'll always take a point. Did Odegaard play? We'll get on to him. I might have to, if depending on what Brenny scores, people, I might have to say you might need to rethink that score, depending on how well Brenny goes with the scores, because I am severely annoyed. I'll be honest. Unbeaten season still on course, says Timmy.
They won't be high today. They won't be high today.
Good. I'll keep up the same opinions I've always had about this manager and the overall tactics and type of football we play under him. Arteta is taking us nowhere. I kind of get it today, and yeah, we're playing more like City, and I don't want that. I don't want to play anything like City. I'll be honest. Tony, you have raised a few of the players' ratings from half time, because I remember you did change them up, put them in at half time. Some have got worse, some have got better. So it's going to be interesting when we go for your ratings later, mate. I'll start that now so I don't forget them. So, Brenny, obviously, 2-2. This I have managed to have time just to be able to do this stuff. I haven't managed to do much else, but I've managed to have time to do this. So Palmer penalty. Look, I think you will agree as well. It wasn't a penalty. However, the laws of the game says it is. That's the problem. For me, I don't know what Saliba's meant to do with his arms. He's not a penguin. His arms are going to naturally sit up. I don't know.
Well,
do you think it was? Yeah.
Did I think it was a penalty? Is that what you're going to say, mate? Sorry to interrupt. For me personally, having played I've had seasons in my life as a centre back, and when I was clearing the balls and clearing headers, I never got to a point where I was just, my arms down, and I was just like, giving it that, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it was a silly decision as far as I'm concerned. It really was. But I looked at it and I thought, ref's going to give it here. He's going to give it here. I didn't see what happened at Anfield today, but I heard there was something on similar lines involving.
No, not similar.
King.
Not similar at all.
Was it not similar at all?
No, what Keane did was he was running back with his right arm constantly out. So once the ball hit it was going to be handball. It's clear. But Saliba was literally jumping to get the ball, and naturally your arms go up and out. Yeah. Totally different. For me, it was different. But the letter of the law says it's a penalty. It just needs a bit of common sense need to be put in there for me, if I'm honest. Mudryk.
Well, for that, I didn't think it was. Now, if, like you say, if Saliba did what Keane did, then I would say, penalty. Penalty.
Exactly.
We are honest in our opinion. We are honest in our opinions as well. So,
yeah, exactly.
Letter
of the law.
To be honest, but having said that, when Palmer put the ball in the net, it was what Chelsea deserved.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because Chelsea were up for it. Chelsea were up for it from the first second. We weren't up for it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? No. We weren't up for it, and we just thought we had to turn up. And I hate that. I hate that side of Arsenal. I hate it. We've seen it for so many years. The odd games where I feel we just have to turn up. So it wasn't a penalty, but Chelsea deserved to be 1-0 up.
Yeah. Tony's just put in the comments about the way Mudryk celebrated like he meant it. I actually do think he meant it. From what I've seen, obviously I need to see probably the highlights and some more replays of it. But for me, I think he noticed Raya off the line, and I think he went for it. I don't know about you, Brenny, because obviously you probably saw more of it than I did, because obviously I'm doing watch along, so I'm just two different screens. Did you think he meant it? Because I did.
Oof. Do you know what? I don't know. I looked at it at first, right? I thought, at first, when I first saw that, I thought, yeah, well, Ray's obviously off his line, and he saw that, he caught him out. But
Yeah.
when you look at it again, it looked like he was trying to cross the ball in Sterling, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, okay.
That's what it looked
Okay.
like to me. So
No, that's fair enough.
I do see where Tony's coming from.
Yeah.
But what was that? What was Ray doing? What was he doing? Come on.
Yeah, Tony, I know you've put it.
You don't get.
I know you've put that there.
That.
I obviously, it's very hard to see as much as what you guys do, because I'm obviously doing the watch along, so I'm in the comments, and I would need to see it again.
Yeah,
For my first opinion,
agree.
I would have to see it again and to make my decision. However, they still deserve to be the 2-0 up as well, to be fair. So however it went in, it wasn't like we were unlucky to be 2-0 down. So yeah, I'm going to be very careful. The Rice goal, Sanchez nightmare, but very good well taken by Declan Rice, who for me doesn't deserve to get any criticism for me. What about you?
You see, that Rice goal, mate, you know what? I didn't say a word. As soon as I saw it go in from Rice, I was like, oh, okay. Because you just didn't see where a goal was coming from.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And I thought, well, that gave us somebody, because I thought if there was anyone that deserved to put the ball in the net for us, was Declan Rice.
Yeah.
You know, but it was also, I mean, Sanchez was like, I mean, both goalkeepers today for me were nowhere at their best. I'm sorry. No, calamitous keepers. It's just.
Yeah, I think if Colm was watching that at home, I'm sure he was having a nightmare, being the goalkeeper expert off FTSN. He was probably like, oh my God, these goalkeepers are poor. And they were both poor today. Trossard goal, fantastic cross by Saka. Trossard performs once again coming off the bench. We've all said it. He's more of a impact sub than he is a starter for me. He showed it again today. Good performance when he came on. Happy with the cross from Saka. I thought, a good cross, good finish by Trossard. What did you think?
Yeah, it was, and that was a lovely ball in, but I like the build up towards that, towards Trossard's goal as well, and Havertz was involved as well.
Yeah.
But Trossard, see, I love Trossard, but he, as you all know, everyone knows how I felt the Fulham game. I was not happy with his performance. I wasn't even happy with the City performance. But you see, to be a part, to be in an Arsenal squad, okay, it doesn't matter what era, it is. You have to not just only be an impact player, but you have to be someone that, if there's injuries, there's suspensions, and can make that impact. And we also have those same players that can start games and would perform. For example, Kanu, Ramble, same few, those players, you can start them or you can bring them off the bench and they would do something. We need that. We need that from Trossard this season. We do need that from him in particular, because we know how good he is on his day. On his day, he's one of the best around.
Yeah, 100%. Let's get into the comments before. Yeah. Oh, sorry, mate. We'll get into the comments. All right. Sorry, your internet's lagging a little bit, so I'm waiting for the response. Yes. No, it's all right.
The weather's not been great down here, mate.
No, look, we've all been hit by the storm somewhere. I have been for the past 48 hours. So yeah, I get it. Let's get into the comments. Jesus is rubbish. We'll get on to him later, I promise. Bobby, you keep believing Raya is good. I do believe he's good. I just don't know whether or not he's good enough in our system, the way that we play, because at Blackburn and Brentford, they do play different styles of football. So I'm now questioning whether or not he's good enough to play in our system. And again, that comes back to Anaki. That comes back to Anaki, who's the main goalkeeping scout and the coach, saying that they're good enough. Runnison was one of his signings, and that was shocking. He's now at Cardiff. And Raya was the other one, and Ramsdale was. So he's 1 out of 3. It's not great. But yeah, he's good. He will end up at Colchester, would they want him? Colchester will take anybody right now, if I'm honest. Colchester in meltdown. I think they probably prefer proper goalkeepers at that level. Tony Fulbrook. If it was for us, I'll be honest, I'd want it. Goes to guard, had a shocker. Yeah, we'll definitely get onto him. Citizen K, evening chaps. Can't believe we got a point from that, but fair play to the lads. They dug deep in the last 20 minutes or so, and we spared our blushes. I'd say the people that came on definitely were up to it. And Declan Rice. I'm not gonna put Declan Rice in the other category. The way Mudryk, yeah, we got onto that. I think Mudryk meant it. He sort of keep it off the line. I don't think he meant it. Look, a lot of people are going to have different views on this, and I need to see it again a few times. Watch the replay. I will definitely watch the replay, I promise. Cole Palmer, should he have been sent off? No. For me, that was more of a red than the Kovacic was against us last weekend. So for me, it's a red. But I'm not going to come. I'm not going to keep coming to these little points. Our performance was still poor. I'm not going to take away bad decisions from our performance. Our performance was poor.
Definitely.
Big up to Munsey. Hope you're doing well. Lucky. Big up, lads. Big up, Buzzer. Cheers. Thank you very much. Don't know if he meant it. His eye line was looking for Sterling, not unless it was a no-look disguise shot, but I don't think so, in my opinion. I'll have to look. Look, I'll take all your opinions, and that's absolutely fine. Because the way I have to do it on watch longs is I don't get to see it as many times as you guys do, because I'm obviously doing watch long. I'm in the comments as well. Great comeback, boys. Sorry, maybe I'm not allowed here. Moss, it's got nothing to do with that, so don't take that as you're taking something personally there. If there's any competition, Ramsdale has to start the next game if he's available. It depends what his and his wife decide regarding when he wants to come back. Obviously, we've got Seville on Tuesday. I personally would just give him a couple of days off. Enjoy, baby. You know, I'm a dad. We're all dads. We all kind of know how precious that moment is. I'd be quite happy for him not to play against Seville and for him to play against Sheffield United. Personally, that's just me. Congrats, Rami. Yeah, 100% congrats. Pen for Gabriel getting killed there by Sanchez. No, it wasn't a penalty for me, but I do look. I think if there wasn't a Chelsea player in front of, I think it was Jesus. I think was it Jesus? I can't remember now. But yeah, if there wasn't a Chelsea player between him and the Arsenal player,
he was in the middle of that.
But yeah, that's how that would have been a penalty. If Ranzo had been in goal, we would have won that game. He gets the players up. He definitely has a different style, which I do enjoy. Ramsdale never deserves to be dropped in the first place. Yes, I know today was different. Congratulations to Ramsdale's 100%. Chelsea's good goals were fortuitous. Yeah, that one. Penn was unfortunate, and there wasn't much else Saliba could have done with his arms when jumping like that. And Mudryk's pass, shot was also lucky, 100%, but our performance was still poor, just so everyone's fully aware. Raya too short, I always said. I would say that there are extremely very good goalkeepers that are not like 6'3", 6'4". I don't think it's to do with height. Still undefeated, but worrisome. Thank you, Moss. Yes, correct. Still undefeated, but it is starting to worry me a little bit. Chelsea threw that game away. It's a better result for Arsenal. If you can't win this game, at least get a point. As much it was a gift, Arsenal gave them confidence to get equaliser. 100% it was. By the way, Saliba handball wasn't a penalty. 100%. Madrid goal was a fluke, and Jackson couldn't score at Blackpool's Hullet even said it was a penalty for goalkeeper being reckless. Yeah, it's madness. Let's get on to the stats. So it was my partner's just being loving at the door for me. Possession 43% for Chelsea, 57 for Arsenal. Shots 11 for Chelsea, 13 for Arsenal. 5 shots on target for Chelsea, 3 for the Arsenal. 2 corners for Chelsea, 7 for the Arsenal. Passing accuracy. Now everyone knows the 85% I look for. Neither team even achieved it today. That shows how poor both teams were. Chelsea were the better for me. That's my opinion. They were better. Arsenal's passing was shocking today. XG for people that care. I don't, but a lot of people do. 1.36 for Chelsea, 1.06 for Arsenal. Citizen K, before we move on to the squad. Subs, Tommy, good. Trossard, fab. Nketiah, good. ESR, poor. Okay. Havertz, even poorer. Okay. I didn't see it like that, personally. Okay. Tommy is a better left back than Citizen K.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Smith
okay.
Rowe.
Well, Smith. Right. Let's move on to the actual. Let's move on to the actual team. So this was the team chosen by Mikel. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. When you saw the team, Brenny, were you happy?
No, not at first. I mean, because I didn't realise that Aaron Ramsdale became a daddy like ourselves, so I wasn't aware of that. But to be honest, even if his missus had given birth a week later, I personally don't think he would have been selected today.
No.
Even though we wanted him to start, that's my opinion on that.
Yeah.
But that when I saw the lineup, I was a bit surprised. I thought maybe he's not starting Partey because maybe Partey's carrying a knock, or maybe he wants Partey for the Seville game, because I mean Partey has played against Spanish sides before. He's had he's had that experience, and that maybe that was that was my take on Partey not starting, but that 11 was still good enough to beat Chelsea, man. Come on. But it's like I said yesterday, it's all about, I was worried about I predicted 3-1, but PB, I was worried about complacency.
Yeah, you were.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whether are we going to turn up and annihilate them, or are we just going to, and today I saw from this first half, we just thought we had to turn up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we try to step up a bit when we went on down. You know what I mean? So it's just, look, that lineup was good enough to beat Chelsea today.
Yeah, it was. Look, I know I have disagreements with people regarding Chelsea. I think Chelsea have got very good players. They're just not playing well as a team because their players are good. And at some point, it is all going to work for them. They are going to perform well at some point. But this is a bit like a Forest situation of last season where they bought like 22 players. It took a very long time for them all to fit in and work the system and all that kind of stuff. They have got good players. I'm never going to knock the players that Chelsea have got. But yeah, I was worried. I think I went for a 2-1 to Chelsea. Just because I was worried about us. We've just beat Man City, and look at our performance against Chelsea the following week. That's Arsenal. That is what we do. We have a really good performance. Well, I wouldn't say it's a really good performance. We get a really good result against City, and then we get a bad result next game. Right, let's get on to ratings. So we're going to start with Raya in goal. Oh, jeez.
He gets a 4 from me. Yeah, I know there was that save from Jackson, but it weren't even so much it was just the distribution at times. It was just every time my backline was playing the ball with him, I was afraid because I was thinking, oh
Yeah.
God, here we go. No, I said, just get ball forward. I don't mind playing out from the back. That's what we do. Been doing it for
Yeah.
years, but I thought, nah, let's just get the ball forward, please. And then it could have been a third as well. And I just went, I was screaming. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? So yeah, he gets a 4 today. I'm very disappointed with him.
Yeah. Guys, I will get into the comments very quickly, but I do want to get into this one right now. We overhyped that City performance. We could have easily been 2-0 down because of Ray in that first half. I will categorically say I was not happy with the performance against City. I hadn't forgot the performance against Lon. So currently, we're on 3 bad performances. The second half City game, we were the better team. But
Yeah.
I still don't forget the bad performance part of it. I never do. Arsenal are not lucky with me as a fan because I don't forget bad performances. Right, let's move on to Ben White.
I thought he was the best out of the back four today. I thought, as usual, he was industrious in terms of going forward. You know, I thought he did well today. You know what I mean? But for me, he gets a 6 today.
Okay.
These are not going to be high scores.
No, I did tell you if you go a little bit too high, I will drag you back. Saliba.
Saliba, I'm not gonna fault him for that. It wasn't a penalty in my opinion. I'm not gonna fault him for that. Uh, for me, he gets a 6 today as well.
Okay.
We
Gabriel.
wasn't really troubled.
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Gabriel. To be honest, our guys they weren't at their best today, but you know what? We know it happens. He gets a 6 for me as well today.
Okay. We'll move on to Zinchenko.
Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh dear. He had a poor first half. I thought he was poor today. Really poor. And there were times where he was going into midfield where he didn't even need to be in midfield. One of the way we were playing today, and I wanted a left back to be a left back today. And I didn't see that. I didn't see the City performance from him. And I'm sorry, he's getting a 4 for me today. He was like, I think I'm being nice.
You probably are, but it's fair enough. I did tell you I'll drag you back if I think you're being too nice. Jorginho.
I thought he had a better game against City, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
5 today, because there wasn't a lot of great performances. So he gets a 5 today.
Yeah. We'll move on to Rice baby.
Declan Rice. He grew into the game. I felt he grew into the game. Didn't have the best first half, I felt, but he was. But you see, he was working to keep things ticking over. I love his mentality. He just doesn't give up. Doesn't give up. Strong mentality. For me today, not just with his goal, but I thought in the second half he grew into the game. I thought Palmer did run that midfield until the last 20 minutes. I thought we ran the midfield.
Yeah.
And for me, Rice today, he gets a 7.
Okay.
I thought, 7 today.
Okay. Move on to Odegaard.
Good. He gets a 3 today. I thought he was non-existent. there were times where I was not happy with him. There were times like where when he'd lost possession a few times, and then when he did get the ball, you wanted him to turn and do something with it. And there was a few times he kept playing it back to our centre backs. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to be our talisman. Start the attack. We're 1-0 down, or we're 2-0 down, and I'm like, come on. So yeah. 3 a day.
No, I'm with you on that. Saka.
I thought he grew into the game. For someone who's just come back from injury, I thought he was a lot better in the second half than he was the first. That was a great assist as well.
Yeah.
He gets a 7 today. Never stop. Never stop.
Awesome. Martinelli.
Didn't have the best first half, but he keeps going. And I think he had a couple of chances as well, didn't he? I mean, for me, he'd be. I'd say he was a 7.
Okay. We'll move on to Jesus.
Wasn't he? He gets a 5 from me. I thought he had an absolute mare today. When he goes off, it's not the first time he's done this. When he goes off the rails, you're not going to get anything from him. He was on the ball 2 weeks ago against City, but I thought today I wasn't impressed with him today. It was like the Lens game in that second half where what happened to him, what happened to the player in the first half, you know? If he's going to start on Tuesday, which I'm sure he will, he's going to have the big performance is needed in Spain on Tuesday from him. So yeah, he gets a 5.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, mate. This is Loftus' second away performance that has been atrocious. The last one was against Arsenal. So it is slightly concerning. And obviously, we're playing Seville in Spain on Tuesday. So I cannot deal with another one of these. We have to be way better. Let's move on to the subs before we move on to everyone's numbers in the comments. So Tommy came on for Zinchenko. So what we're going to give Tommy?
Tommy, he gets 6 from me. I didn't think he did anything wrong. I mean, he did a lot more than Zinchenko did. But 6 for me.
6, awesome.
Solid 6.
Let's move on to Eddie and Katia.
68 minutes he came, didn't he? Oh, I'll tell you what, Eddie gets a 6 for me. I thought he didn't. When he came on, I thought first few minutes, I was like, but he got better. He grew into the game. For me, he grew into the game. I thought, and he was unlucky at the end. Well, towards the end. That was a really good effort as well, and the pace he showed to get a touch, as well as to get the shot off. So yes, just a solid 6 for me. Yeah, I thought he did all right.
Okay, fair enough. Let's move on to Smith Rowe.
5 for me. He just it didn't look like himself for me at first. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Havertz.
For Havertz, for me, he gets a 6. If he'd have been on the pitch a lot longer, I would have given him a 7. But yeah, he gets a solid 6 for me.
No, that's fair enough. And Trossard.
Well, he gets a 7. It's not just for the goal. it was the attitude he showed as soon as he came on. He was hungry,
Yeah,
and we want to see more of that. See
we
more of
do.
that hunger. I mean,
We do.
he's for me when he on his day, he's one of our best players. On his
100%.
day, but we want to
Yeah,
see that week in, week out.
we do.
So
Yeah.
yeah, he gets a 7.
Let's move on to Mikel.
You know what? It's for me today. I know this is a results business, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame Mikel Arteta for today.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, he chose an 11 that was good enough to win today. For me, it'd be a 7 today.
7. Awesome stuff.
I know it's
Well
not
done,
the
Brent.
result he wanted. It's not the result he wanted, but yeah.
Yeah, I think. Look, the goalkeeper
7
situation was
because of
out
the
of his
subs.
hands.
Yeah,
Yeah. For me, the goalkeeper
definitely. But
situation
what he
was
did,
definitely out of his hands.
all right.
Sorry, Brent.
Yeah, but you know what, Bobby? I'll just no, sorry, mate. Just to add as well. I thought he did all right with the substitutions as well.
Yeah, I think today
They
he gets
did
away with
make.
it with the subs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, let's quickly get into the
he's
ratings. So this is Tony's. Tony's was Raya 0, White 5, Saliba 5, Gabriel 7, Zini 4, Jorginho 6, Rice 9, Odegaard 0, Jesus 5, Martinelli 6, Saka 6, subs 7. They changed the game. They did today. It was definitely down to them. Let's get back into the comments because there's been loads of comments. Do apologise. I'll try not to put them on while I was talking too much. I'm not a party lover, but he would have controlled the midfield. Yeah, I don't think he's fit enough. That's the problem. He's got no injury, but he's not fit enough. If we play like that against Seville, we're stuffed. 100% we are. I agree with Tony. Party should have come on for Jorginho, not ESR. Strange how we got better when Odegaard went off, says Tony. We were invincible. You'll never sing that ever. Big up to Stephen Foot. We overhyped it. Yeah, we went on for that one. A 4 for Rare. You've been smoking funny. Tony's gone in for a -10 for Rare. White 6, Saliba 6, Gabriel 7, Sinchenko 1, Jorginho 3, Rice 9, Odegaard didn't play, just can't score, so he doesn't get a rating. Saka 6, Martinelli 7, Jesus gets a 1. Stevens gone with Rare 4, White 7, Saliba 7, Sinchenko 6, Rice 9, Jorginho 6, Odegaard 6, Gabriel 7, Saka 7, Jesus 6, Martinelli an 8. Tony has also rated the subs. Tommy 8, ESR 6, Eddie 7, Trossard 7, Havertz 6. Brenny being generous with his scores. He's not being too generous. I would have brought him back if I felt he was being too generous. Brenny's TV isn't working properly. Luke's saying here 3 for Ray at White 6.
Fine.
Saliba 5, Gabriel
My
6.
TV's working fine. The volume's not on at the moment. It's a smart TV. Sheffield United Man U on at the moment, so yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I'm going to try and watch that. So I'm trying to wrap this up as quick as we can now so we can actually just hopefully watch Man United lose. Odegaard 3, Jorginho 5, Rice 6, Saka 5, Jesus 3, Martinelli 5, Trossard 7, Havertz 5, ESR 5, Tommy 6, Eddie 5, Arteta 3. Temi, Raya 0, Saliba 6, Gabby 7, Zini 4, Rice 10, Ghost of Guard 3, Jorginho 5, Martinelli 5, Jesus 4, 6, Saka 6, sub 7. Fair enough. Yeah, well, to be fair, he is becoming that now. Arteta will use his magic words, I'm proud of their mentality and the usual. Yeah, well, that's unfortunately what managers have to come out and say. They can't just come out and rip them a new bum hole. They have to be a little bit constructive criticism. Raya 3 from Citizen K, White 6, Lieber 5, Gabriel 6, Zinni 4, Jorginho 5, Rice 7 because of his goal and his drive. Ode, did he play? Martinelli 6, Saka 6, Jesus 5, Subs Tommy 6, ESR 5, Havertz 5, Eddie 6, Trossard 7. Arteta gets a 7 from Tony. Mikel got it wrong 2. Sorry, Haaland lovers. ESR isn't good enough for Arsenal. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Tonight isn't on Mikel. Made changes that got the point after being 2 down. Arteta 3, and that only subs.
It isn't.
Arteta 6 should have played Party instead of ESR to control the midfield a bit more. He keeps playing a goalkeeper who can't do his primary job. I will defend Arteta on the Raya situation today. He had no choice. I would not want to see Hine or Hilson in goal today. I don't know if it would have been any different. I don't think it would have been. However, his hands were tied today. I'm sure we would have all had problems if Hine was in goal or Hilson was in goal today. Party clearly isn't fit. No, he's not fit. Garner shouldn't have played him. That's why we sent our fitness coach out there with him just to keep him monitored. But yeah. But we move on to Seville. We have to do the preview on Monday. I will be back tomorrow for hopefully a positive Arsenal result against Bristol City. Our women are back in play tomorrow, thankfully, 6:45 kickoff. Rennie, really appreciate you always being here, as always, mate. Where can people find you?
Always. You can find me here on the Armory TV. You can find me on X as well and Instagram.
Brilliant stuff. Cheers, mate. Seville are poop, by the way. No excuses there. We said this about Lons, to be fair. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful when we play Seville.
So, you know what, Bobby? Sorry, mate. No, you know what it is? Still one there. I agree. But it's what Arsenal's going to turn up on Tuesday. I think they're concerned about. If we turn up on Tuesday, we'll batter them. Yeah. But we cannot have what we had today, and we cannot have complacency setting, because if we're complacent on Tuesday, Seville would probably beat us 2-1 or something. So I get you, my friend. I get you. They are. They're not. They're not as good as in recent seasons. But hey, I just find that at the end of the day, we've got to respect them, because when you finish in the top 4 in the Liga, you know what I mean. Still got to respect them.
They didn't. They qualified.
Oh no! Sorry, they won the. They qualified, didn't they? They won the. Sorry. They won. That's right. Yeah. They won the Europa. I keep forgetting. Yeah.
They got there in a different manner.
They didn't finish it.
Yeah. Seville in Europe are very good. Seville in La Liga are pretty awful. That's how I put it. Party is never fit. One of the reasons I would have sold him, but people laughed at me. People have a go at me for saying that we should have sold Party. I will keep continuously taking all the criticism. Party is not right for Arsenal. I have to be honest. We are looking at a potential.
It's your opinion, mate.
Exactly. It's always your opinion, Luke. And
your opinion. Your opinion, Luke.
We're looking at a new player to long-term replace Party. So let's hope we get him, because we need it now, preferably. If Party isn't fit, why put him on the bench? I think Arteta was hoping that we would have the lead and then Party would come on to close down the game. But obviously we were chasing the game. I don't think Party is perfect for that idea. Maybe. I don't know. That's my opinion on that. Thank you very much, Tony. Guys, I will be back tomorrow with the watch along for Bristol City versus Arsenal. I'll be back on Monday for the preview for the Seville game. Everyone, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.